Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Buha. We are playing as the Central African nation, and this is a succession game. I'm going to be playing with Arumba. We are still on our very first leadership at the start of the game. We've expanded by about 2.5 times our initial province development, and right now we are mostly planning that we have to declare war on Karagwe if we can. Right now I'm waiting for the favor to accrue up to 10 with my allies here, and ideally with Luba as well, because I think right now if I were to declare war on Karagwe over here, yeah, they'd get a fair number of people. They're going to have about 17k troops. We're currently fielding about 16k with just Buganda, so I think I would like to wait a little bit. And people are fabricating claims. That's fine. And yeah, mostly we're just going to sit as is. We're accruing some money. If when it is time for us to declare war, what we will be doing is almost certainly going above our force limit a wee bit and using that, spending some money just to try to smash our opponents a wee bit harder right from the start. But yeah, we got a mission to recover manpower right now, which may or may not get completed. We'll see how it goes. And I think that's about all that's happening right now. We do have some cash. I'm not planning on building any forts right now. I don't think that would help our situation that much. I also happen to know that Arumba is feeling particularly anti-fort with the current patch level and patch rules. So I suspect if I were to build forts, he would probably then go and dismantle them on his actions. So we're going to go ahead and play that way, which I think is fine. Do you see this? Do you see how he's got the little bit of red right there? You know what that means? That just means he increased his military spending. This guy is planning on going to war. What kind of... Okay, so you got claims all up in my territory. You've also got claims on my ally over here. I wonder if his allies would jump in. We could declare at this point. He's definitely planning on declaring war. I'm trying to decide if it's better to let him... Well, if he declares on me, then Luba will jump in. What's your favor at right now? Oh, yeah, too far away. If he declares on me, then Luba will jump in my favor, which is good. If he declares war on Buganda, then... What sucks is I won't be the war leader. I won't be able to negotiate... well, I could separate peace, and then Buganda probably gets eaten. That's assuming... That's assuming that Buganda doesn't peace up before I get around to doing a separate peace. I'd feel much more comfortable being the initiator of the war here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the thing I was talking about where I'm going to go above my force limit. We're going to get 2 more infantry things over here. We're already losing a little bit of money being at full maintenance. Not that much. We have a fair amount in the bank, and if we have to take out some loans early on, I'm not going to be worried about that. But I'm going to try to go up to 11k troops. I can start moving up forward. This would be hills, which is relatively well defended. Bring the speed down. Okay, no war declaration yet. Yeah, I don't know if he's planning on declaring war on me or what. Group up over here. We could also spend money. I think I checked. We had a discipline advisor, didn't we? No, no discipline advisor. Yeah, so no one who would be terribly helpful. So we're going to do that. We're above our force limit, so we're certain... Oh, shoot, pause. Definitely... Wow, 2.2 gold a month. That's a lot. Karagwe declares war on Buganda. I will accept. So, and both these guys jumped in. That's really bad. But I think what we do is we jump on these guys right away. We're not going to get a river crossing penalty. Right? That's right. No river crossing. Our allies should be able to join us. Now, the rest of their allies should be able to join as well, and this is hills, but we should be able to start inflicting a lot of more damage a lot earlier. He does have a pretty decent leader. I'm wondering, you know what? We've got the military power, and the technology cost is so high. I'm going to risk rolling. That's an improvement. I'm going to risk rolling one more time, and that'll be it. Nice. There we go. I'm much, much happier with that. I'm going to fire this guy, although, yeah, because the maneuver doesn't matter, and we'll have our maneuver king if we need maneuver. So yes, I will fire you. So this is a total of 4 offensive pips, in particular with the shock, which is very important to the stage in the game. Yes, we didn't recover the manpower. I guess we'll take the improved prestige mission. I'm super nervous here. I do not like the fact that they started on their terms. Okay, base stats are all the same. which is good to see. And again, we've got the -1 because we're attacking into hills. Seriously? Dude. Seriously? Well, although, you know what? That's actually really good. Because if they attack here, they'd do a river crossing into hills. That's actually a really good block since we've got this. Holy crap, this is going well. What I don't like, of course, is that my ally gets to dictate terms. Now, that's probably running too far. Yeah, there's no cross swords. They're running further than that. So I'm going to go ahead and just siege this stuff out for now, rather than chase these guys down, which is certainly risky. But we're going to do that. And I'd rather not sit in Savannah. If they start sieging that out, it'll sort of suck, but it's not that much of a problem. I would like to get all the siege under my name. They actually might be going around this way to come over here. And if they attack me here, it would be Savannah, which would be less than good. No, they're all grouped up, so that's fine. Let me do one of those. So we're going to get a full siege on Caragua, and all of it in my name. You're going to go and siege this over here, which is fine. And most likely, they won't want to move in. Again, they might move in here, but then we can attack into a Savannah. It sort of sucks that they're building more troops, though. And I'm losing a fair amount of cash, although that's partially what... Go this way. And actually, warriors do not read books. God damn it. Lose stability. I think we can boost our stability right now, though, and... yeah, it's fine. I'm going to just consolidate here and then grab the injured one. Move it out. I'm going to grab my Siege King and then add them over here so that we can siege that out a bit faster. Come on. There you go. Siege King. Go over there. All right. There's probably, yeah, there's quite a bit of money left here that I could be pillaging. But I think moving up to the front is going to be fine. Although I will sit here for now, though. That's pretty good. Now, if I separate peace and my ally dies, that's not going to bother me too much. In fact, I'd quite like to grab Nakor. That way I've got some border pressure that I can do over here a few different ways. And that would be quite handy. Now, my ally, because he's an AI, he's not going to want... he's got negative pressure to peace out early. So we might be able to buy a little bit of time. We'll see how it goes. What's my personal war score? 13%. And of course, I'm going to get the capital over here, which is going to be worth a fair amount. Oh, hello. This is only Savannah. That's unfortunate. Interesting. There's no way they complete that attack. They will be going with superior numbers, though. I really don't want to lift this siege. Savannah, they'll have a river crossing, right? The maneuver 2... you know what? They will. I'm just going to move in there now. That'll probably get them to change their mind. I'd be happier with that. No, they're locked. Holy crap. Hopefully I get there in time to give my maneuver bonus so that they get the river crossing. And I don't. I'm going to finish the siege. This is greed. This is pure greed here. I'm not sure my 3k could make a difference. Actually, no, it wouldn't. We'd still be outnumbered. They do have the -1 river crossing, and that's a thing. Watch my greed really punish us. Wow, that is super close. Actually, we're going to win. What? Really? 2-2, 1-2. Siege is over. Well, we're not going to get there in time. Well... holy crap, we won. Greed is good, you guys! Greed is very good. I don't have the siege here, so I should move to there, which will also stack wipe them, because they've got nowhere else to run to. I don't... ooh, yes, good. Oh, the 27th. We had 2 days before they went and got a reinforcement tick, and that would have all of a sudden been really bad. These guys might down here. And just in case, I'll send some extra dudes. Yeah, they did get a reinforcement tick or a morale tick. But I'm going to wipe out this chunk too, and then I'm going to peace out. It's possible that my ally will wait to peace until he's claimed this, but I don't trust it. Ally should still win the war, which is nice, although hardly the end of the world. You. What do I have? Personal war score, 40%. What can I get out of this? Wow. If it wasn't for the fact that it's a full annexation, you'd be willing to do it. All right, what's your 886? Okay, so if I want to grab maximum land, I should do this. hard to see the little green arrow behind here. Okay, there we go. So I'll grab these 2 provinces and 44 ducats, and I am out. I like it. Okay, that worked out well. I could have grabbed a little bit more if I had declared war, because I would have been able to fully swallow them, but honestly, that was pretty good. And my ally will actually still end up with some land out of here. Now, I'm really hoping he takes Busoga as opposed to Bonyoro, because then I could attack Bonyoro. But I think it's probably a moot point, I guess. All right, considerably more growth. Again, very nice. We will, I will consolidate here. And what does that do for a force limit? Excellent, 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Go there and drop the maintenance down. I'll do slightly above nothing, so technically you'll slowly reinforce. Although there's unrest over here. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little careful about unrest again. Nothing... Let's see, 7.8 years, 11.3, 9.1. 9.1 is not too bad. Luckily, I do have full religious unity. No, no longer a valid rival. Can I name a rival? Banyoro over here, I will rival you, although I would expect that I'm probably going to eclipse you in about 17 seconds here. I'm going to call that good enough. Yes, we've got a costly embargo against someone who doesn't matter anymore. I can't send you a thing right now, though. So, and I can't embargo you? Oh, because we have a truce. Okay. Just wait until the 15th. Boy, soon I'm not going to have anyone to attack anymore. Also going to have the majority of the trade power here just because of the fact that no one else can be in this node. Actually, why don't I have more than 19%? How come Buganda? Oh! What is this? Inland Center of Trade. Interesting. Yeah, because most of the territory in this node is just... This is a sneeze. Oh, whew, terribly sorry about that. Most of the territory inside this node is uncolonized, so it doesn't generate any trade power. It also doesn't generate any trade goods, which means the trade value of this node is quite poor, but we can improve that over time. So I'm down to just 7k standing army. We do have to reinforce a fair bit. Actually, I guess what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and boost my army maintenance and rush the reinforcements. A big part of the extra cost is the reinforcement stuff. We'd actually be running a positive balance if after the reinforcements are done. Sure, I will give you that. That's fine. You're going to be fine. You're not going to be that cranky about the fact that I pieced out early. Ah, separate piece is not even in there. You would transfer trade power to me. Interesting. Interesting. Do we have a royal marriage? I do. Well, I guess transfer trade power to me for now. Only 12%, but we'll take it. And then, yeah, at some point, we'll get rid of all that. Now, they asked me for a royal marriage. If I had asked them for a royal marriage, it would have broken when I died and Arumba took over, which would have given me more flexibility, which is definitely something to consider going forward. Yeah, I only have 2 allies, you 2, and I'm married with both of you, which is fine. Again, these guys... It's interesting. I won't do anything at this point, because I want to leave some flexibility there again for Arumba, potentially here. Not sure what you can do about it necessarily. Can I fabricate claims across the water? I think I should be able to. So let's make sure we've got claims everywhere, including on my ally here. May as well fabricate claims, all the things. I do suspect that Buganda here will go and eat part of Banyoro, but we'll see exactly how it goes. I think as soon as the siege is done, they'll probably peace out. We'll see. All right, you're getting close to being fully reinforced. Actually, no, you need freaking 4 more months to reinforce. Jeez. Any reason not to go to speed 4? No, I think we're good. Speed 4 it is. There you go. You finally won that. What do you add? Still only plus 25. I find that quite surprising. I guess it's because this is the war leader here. I wonder if they're actually going to be able to group up. I don't think so. I think Buganda... Well, Buganda should go and stomp over there. The fact that they're deciding to siege here is actually bad for them, because I think their opponents might be able to actually reassemble an army here. Okay, now we're basically getting no reinforcements, so I'll go and drop the maintenance down. That's going to be fine. Look at that, making 1.25 gold per month. How close are we to the next rebellion? 7.4, 10, 9.3, and 10.4, so I'm feeling really good about that. I guess I guess I should, like, just collect trade over here. It doesn't give me a penalty in my home node. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get any money whatsoever, but I'm just realizing, like, I'm literally doing nothing with my merchant. There you go. 1 whole cent. Well, it's something. Now that's interesting. Oh, man, that is close. Is that you? You lost the battle, which actually I'm kind of happy about. I want these guys to be forced to peace out for mostly white peace. Or even if they get eaten, that's not too bad, because I do have a target, although they'll get eaten by someone I have a truce with, and they'll again be all allied up. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is actually going to be... Oh, what happened? As I say, don't be vassalized. No, we're still allied. I think they might have just pieced out, or maybe some money or something at the end. Okay, this is probably the single best outcome. Keep everyone else in the area small and ready to be targeted by me. So we have a truce. We're still allied and royal married. We have a truce, we have a truce. And the truce timer... Okay, quite long. I did peace out for a fair amount, not that much though. Sure. See, I mean, bro, I'll give you some access over here. So we'll have to think about ideas at some point. What we will need at some point are... What is it? Innovative, administrative, or economic to reform? Now, we may not need to rush the reform. Economic, innovative, administrative. Because we might want to grab as our very first idea, potentially expansion. I don't like to take an admin idea first, but expansion gives you a colonist right away, which could allow us to expand this way. We don't really need exploration. And expansion does give us the extra merchant. That being said, I don't think I'll be the king making the decision as to what idea we get, because I suspect that I will die before that comes up. How old am I? Good question. 36, actually. I'll be going on for a while. All right, cores. And you guys can be stated. Boop, a little bit of maintenance, but I think it's going to be a good long-term improvement. And go ahead and do that. And we can build some defense, but I'm not going to bother with that at this time. There's like no strategically strong place to put a fort. I mean, short term, a fort here or here would be pretty good at pinning in my potential opponents, but that's not going to last very long. I don't ever want to lose mercantilism, although I don't like losing power either, but mercantilism is just too important. So we're going to go ahead and put up with that. I'm happy you're not dead and not a vassal. Still transferring trade power to me as well. Would you guys transfer trade power? I mean, probably not. I don't have a merchant. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got all my spies out. Fabricate claim. Done. Fabricate claim. Yeah, we could fabricate across the water. Wonderful. And fabricate claim on the close one. How come I can fabricate claim on this one over here? I don't know. But now I have claims on all the things, so we can just recall all of our diplomats. Excellent. Boop, boop, boop. Manpower's pretty low. Force limit's pretty good compared to everyone else, really, I think. But we do have, like, there is a fair amount of instability in our kingdom here, or unrest. Our stability is fine. It is growing very slowly, though, and actually getting much, much better. Very nice. And you are same culture group. Good. I mean, you're not primary, but same culture group is very handy. And that's more just Gonda, Gonda. Oh, and then it stops being Gonda. At some point, we might want to do some cultural changes for these guys, because I don't know if that counts as being part of the same culture group. It's not accepted culture. There we go. And Masaba is in the same culture group, so we might go and culture change this territory whenever we grab it. But we'll have to wait for some truces. I mean, we could do some truce breaking. We could do a variety of different things, but I don't think that's really necessary. I don't think grabbing this territory like 5 years earlier actually improves our potency that much. It's not like we're worried about someone else grabbing it. And yeah, I mean, you know, the sooner you grab it, the sooner you get benefit from it, the sooner the autonomy starts to drop and that sort of thing. But I think we're okay, actually. Now, I still don't think I'm making enough to justify purchasing an advisor. Having big money in the bank means you can win a much more significant war. Going above our force limit in the last battle, or last war, was actually very, very helpful. If I get to an 11th force limit, I think I will get another cavalry at this point. How close are we? We are at, no, 10.14, so not that high. Although we are burning autonomy in multiple provinces simultaneously, so we might get there. We could, again, do some provincial development, which might be really useful. What do we get at tech level 3? We get quite a bit of land morale. We get some ships and things here. Global settler increase is actually going to be very valuable. Assuming our first idea group is going to be expansion, and I feel that that's the right way to do it. I like that it sets us up to have the extra merchant, and again, we're sort of beelining with an overall idea of becoming a relatively significant trading power later on, including in the East, which expansion ideas, when you complete them, does give you a permanent CB against all less advanced nations in Asia and Africa. Now, for that to be useful, we will have to westernize. And one of the things with traveling east over here, that is not going to accelerate the rate of westernization. I really will have to go to the west coast if I want to be able to meet that a little bit sooner. But that was part of the idea with this particular positioning. The positioning will sort of automatically increase our push to the east. That being said, once we're done picking up these small neighbors, really, our next target is probably going to be Kazembe over here, which starts a push to the west. Who are you allied with? Couple of people who aren't that significant. You hate Luba. It'd be nice if Luba rivaled you back. I have no idea why Luba hasn't rivaled them back, but we're accruing a bunch of favor with Luba, so we can probably get them to join an offensive war, and that will be very, very good for us. Very good indeed. Will suck that we're not going to be quite contiguous, but at least we can reach there. We're going to keep having to pop through Rukwa over here and risking some natives to travel through land. Okay, province. We're going to go with probably, yeah, spare no expense, because mathematically it works out well. What is our inflation right now, actually? Quite high! Let's go and reduce that. Wow. In fact, I'm tempted to reduce it a second time, even though it'll waste like half a percentage worth of inflation reduction. And I'll leave it be for now. So we are 15 years into the game at this point. Wow, my guy must have started really young. Jeez. And we've got our heir Arumba over there. I'm still leading. Well, I'm taking turns leading the fight, depending on if we want the high maneuver or not. Wow, both my guys have siege. I mean, there's not that many forts going on, so it's not quite that critical. They're all capital forts, so they siege pretty quick. But without cannons, it is really nice to get a siege guy. And yeah, it's 979 power to get a freaking power, or a technology. And what's our cap at? 1648. Yeah, that's fine then. I'm going to go and cancel the prestige mission, because I actually would like it to give me another mission soon. And our truces with these guys do expire in 64. So 5 years of truce. Same everywhere? Yeah. And at some point, I probably want to grab Buganda, because that extra trade power. I mean, there's no doubt. We want all this to be us. But for now, they're probably still a useful ally to keep kicking around. They're not a whole heck of a lot more force limit, but they're a thing. I joined into a defensive war with them. I might have lost something, I'm not sure, from piecing out early. But they're still in a position that they would happily join in an offensive war, assuming that they're not too terribly beat up. Like, let's take a look over here. Now, Buganda wouldn't right now because distant war. Fair enough. And right now, their manpower and army strength is pretty low. They're not feeling very confident. Aspiring victory has run out. That's fine. Provincial unrest. The Rwandan separatists are getting up there. Oh, it just turned gray. So actually, I think they've hit 0 unrest. Amazing. People with spy networks. That's fine. 9.9, 41. Oh, yeah. We're not going to get any rebellion. I'm actually shocked that we've done all this and not got any rebellions. I think it does help that we have the same religion and the same culture. That is really, really huge. And I guess, actually, we have a huge tolerance of the faith. So as long as they're also fetishists, we will have very little rebellion risk in those provinces. What does the religious map mode look like? Is this all fetishist? Wonderful. Actually, that's really convenient for us. Remove Karagwe from the map. I would love to. We do have a truce, but I will go ahead and take that mission. That's fine. We can rival Karagwe again? Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. Can't embargo them because we have a truce. Can't insult them because we're already done. Yeah, that's fine. But yes, we will absolutely wipe them out. We just have to wait 4 more years, and that's going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to have to put a cut in here, unfortunately. But clearly our plan is going to be to unify this whole area under our rule, and at some point probably go after Kazembe over there, and then we'll have a lot of expansion options. But there is something to be said about at some point, we kind of have to stop spending all our admin points on coring so that we can go up to, we need to get up to tech level 5 in admin, which is going to be pretty goddamn expensive, so we can get expansion ideas. I don't know, I guess we are going to keep rocking and rolling as is without expansion. In fact, since since this is all connected, we could, despite my talk of going east because it's interesting and different, we may literally be unable to go east through the uncolonized land before we actually hit the west coast through plain old-fashioned conquest. That would be interesting. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.